Hello and welcome to Eagles fans from all over. Whether you're from around the country or even around the globe, watch them in the comfort of your own home or even on a mobile device. We're super excited and delighted to have you guys watch and be a part of this broadcast for this afternoon. Ladies and gentlemen, this broadcast, the Pensacola Christian College Eagles are going to be facing off against the Wildcats from Louisiana College. The Eagles had a really tough loss in their first game in their home opener against Warner University, but they're going to try their best and fight as hard as they possibly can to possibly get a win here in another home game today. In Louisiana College's only win last year in their spring season, they played against East Texas Baptist College and won 4-2. Forward Arturo Tedejon, he scored a hat trick and was a huge part of that victory. More action and plenty of content awaits in this game, ladies and gentlemen, but we'll be back after a few promotional videos provided by Pensacola Christian College.
Want to get a head start in college? With Pensacola Christian College's online dual enrollment program, you can do just that. Open to juniors and seniors in Christian schools and Abeka Academy homeschoolers, dual enrollment students can take up to 6 online courses per year, all counting towards PCC college credit requirements. With 3 different options throughout the school year and summer and over 20 courses, choose to lighten your college load and, depending on your major, finish college early. You will be able to fit courses around your schedule, a perfect way to complete many of your general college education courses before you graduate high school and step foot on campus. To learn more about getting a head start on your education today, visit pcci.edu/dual enrollment.
Hello and welcome to Eagles fans from all over, whether from around the country or even around the world. We're super delighted to bring you this broadcast here today. Hi, I'm Alvin Chapman. Alongside me is 2-time national champion from Flint, Michigan, Travis Rose. Travis, it's really great to be with you today, man.
Yeah, it's great to be back. Another Saturday, another game.
Yeah, and I know you had a busy day just coming straight from work, but, man, such a pleasure that I just to get a chance to just sit by you and just watch this wonderful matchup here today.
Yeah, I'm excited. I mean, another NAIA game, and hopefully the Eagles can come out and have another good showing, another good learning experience, and maybe get a dub.
Yeah, hopefully we can get another one after that terrible loss that we had against Warner University. Just a quick couple keys to the game that I had for you, Travis. What do you think the Eagles have to do in order for them to be successful in this matchup?
Like we were mentioning, it's going to be very important to learn from that last game. We'll see tonight whether they have or not from practice and different things, but capitalizing on some of the lessons learned, not just taking the loss as a hit. But using their passing and their spacing is going to be something big tonight. We saw NAIA, they're very good closing down, and so getting some good passing in and using the entirety of the field will be big for today.
Welcome to Eagle Field.
Thank you so much for that insightful words that you gave us. So we're just going to go ahead and kick it to our PA announcer for the announcement of the starting lineups, the Star Spangled Banner, as well as a word of prayer.
Baptist Healthcare, the official sports medicine provider for Pensacola Christian College. Starting today for Louisiana College, number 1, Martin Hernandez. Number 2, Marlon Jones. Number 4, Taylor Walker. Number 5, Seth Collins. Number 6, Adrian Navarro. Number 7, Jason Rodriguez. Number 10, Arturo Torrejon. Number 13, Gabriel de Lima. Number 14, Diego Ramirez. Number 15, Fernando Vidal. And number 16, Santino Farr. Louisiana College is led by Coach David Castillo. And now, your Pensacola Christian College Eagles. Starting today, number 1, a senior from Rochester, New York, Adam Lund. Number 4, a junior from Inman, South Carolina, Clint Peterson. Number 5, a freshman from Moscow, Russia, Daniil Marikov. Number 6, a freshman from Maricopa, Arizona, Dakota Marcus. Number 8, a freshman from Conway, Arkansas, Chase Hawkins. Number 9, a senior from Reading, Pennsylvania, Riley Rhodes. Number 12, a junior from Reading, Pennsylvania, Ramont Rhodes. Number 14, a junior from Rancho Santa, California, David Stiefel. Number 15, a freshman from Clayton, North Carolina, Cole Scott. And number 19, a junior from Indianapolis, Minnesota, Salvador Picard. And finally, a 33, a senior from Brazil, Rafael Sanzio. The Eagles are led by Coach Joe Liwas with assistant coach Mateus Canada and Ryan Kenner. Officiating for today's game are Wesley Collins, Jason Paint, and Rainier Kelly. Please stand as we're led in prayer. Dear God, thank you that we can come to this day for this game. Thank you that the weather is fine and calm. Please bless our officials, our spectators, and our competitors today. In your name we pray, amen. Please remain standing for the national anthem. The National Christian College Athletic Association is committed to the true spirit of competition and upholding the 4 core values of the game plan for life: love, integrity, faith, and excellence. We ask that each participant, official, and spectator join us in exhibiting these Christ-like characteristics and help create a positive environment in which to enjoy today's competition.
Let's go ahead and review those starting lineups for the Wildcats out of Louisiana College. In goal is Martin Hernandez, Marlon Jones, Taylor Walker, Seth Collins, Adrian Navarro, number 7, Jason Rodriguez, Arturo Torrezon, the flashy forward out of Brazil, number 13, Gabriel de Lima, Diego Ramirez, Fernando Rizal, and number 16, Santiago Farr. And for our Pensacola Christian College Eagles, Travis, a little bit of a new lineup compared to our Warner game. Number 1 in goal, remaining our goalie, Adam Lunn. Number 4, the All-American, Clint Peterson. The freshman out of Kazakhstan, Daniel Marinkov. Dakota Barkis, my apologies. Chase Hawkins. The goal leader from last year, Riley Rhodes. Ramont Rhodes, his brother, wearing number 12. David Stiefel from California wearing number 14. Cole Scott wearing number 15. Salvador Picard, the midfielder out of Minnesota, wearing number 19. And lastly, number 33, the strong-footed Brazilian, the graduate assistant as well, Rafael Sanzio. Travis, what are some keys to the game in order for this team to be successful?
Like we said earlier, I think it's just using their passing and their spacing and just seeing what they've learned from last game in order to be more successful today. That's what the whole season's for, just trying to learn every game and every experience to get more and more successful, especially with these young freshmen hopefully out here learning and putting their time in practice and just getting better.
Yeah, a lot of changes here on the field here for the Eagles. We have Rafael playing his natural position in the midfield. We also have Salvador Picard playing in the back with Clint Peterson. Why do you think Coach Joe made those decisions?
In that first game, really, we just had personal problems where some players still weren't eligible to play, and then our boy from Russia actually hadn't gotten here until 2 days before, so he had spent no time practicing. And so now he's had a whole week on top of that under his belt. So we're probably just seeing a little bit of personnel changes since guys have been here longer now.
The Wildcats get the ball in an attacking formation. Great stop there by David Stiefel, creating a throw-in for the Wildcats.
The NAIA is just really strong, and so we saw that last game, and so this is just good experience, and hopefully the guys can show up and have a good showing out tonight for the game.
Yeah, speaking of the NAIA, this is actually the Wildcats' first game playing in the NAIA. Last year they played Division III in the American Southwest Conference, and they transferred over to the NAIA this season, playing in the Red River Conference. No, the Red River Athletic Conference. Goal kick available there for Adam Lunn. Clint floats it all the way cross field to Vermont Rhodes. Rhodes gets it to his brother. A lot of contact there. Rhodes has it on his foot, and I believe a foul is going to be called. Free kick will be awarded to Sanzio. And Travis, it is very important for the Eagles to establish themselves early here and try to get on the board first. Honestly, Cole Scott in the box gets it taken away.
After last game, obviously didn't get a goal. We're still looking to break that ice for the season. That first goal is always so much anxiety put behind. I remember as a player, just wanting to get that first goal of the season and just get that rhythm going. And so hopefully they'll be able to break that ice today and get that started.
Goal kick awarded here for the Wildcats. The kick is short. Wildcats trying to work it up the middle, and Stiefel challenges it. Wildcats with the ball on the left side of the field.
Eagles are finding a way to put good pressure on here. That ball's never on someone's foot for a long time without an Eagle close by, and right there causes the turnover in the Wildcats' half.
Gets the ball back to Clint Peterson. He floats it over to the left side to Cole Scott. Cole Scott, he's coming in, starting in for the injured Ked Augustine. How do you think of his performance in his last competition?
I really liked what he provided last game. I really thought he did good coming in, and I was pleased to see from the freshman the first time seeing him play what he was out here and able to give. And I think if he can give more of that, he'll be earning himself more playing time throughout the season.
Marlon Jones with the throw-in, but it gets right on the foot of Peterson. Peterson with the ball on the left sideline of the field. Gets it over to Rhodes. Beautiful passing there by the Eagles. And I believe Marlon Jones, the freshman out of Lafayette, Louisiana, steps out, creating a throwing opportunity here for the Eagles. The junior Vermont Rhodes for the throw, gets it to his brother. One touch pass to Cole Scott, and he tries to get inside. Sanzio, he boots it from distance. Gets the shot on goal, but it's recovered by the keeper. Something that you like to see there, Travis.
I really like that. Putting the first shot on goal of the game, really good from Hoff. He's got a very strong foot as well. And the other thing that doesn't show up on the scoreboard yet, but could eventually in the future, you had you had Riley and you had Cole both attacking that in case the keeper played it really well, batted it right down. But in case he doesn't do that, they're there for the cleanup, and that might show up later on in the game.
Clint Peterson with a beautiful ball on the right side to Stiefel. Stiefel, he tries to regain it, but it goes out of bounds, creating a throwing opportunity here for the Eagles. Stiefel with the throw-in on the right side of the field. Gets it to Sanzio. Jason Rodriguez with the ball on his foot.
I really like what I saw right there. The Eagles, we didn't just try to hunker down and just everyone start chasing the ball. We had everyone pushed up the field and everyone moved back into their positions. You can already see great maturity so far from the guys on the team.
And I believe there was a challenge there called. The ball is going to be going back towards the Wildcats.
Yeah, Dakota just getting a little aggressive right there, going for the ball. It's, something you like to see, honestly, staying aggressive, staying big.
Yeah, and honestly, Dakota not the biggest player, but you love him. You love seeing him hold his own out there.
Yeah, he's got the height, though, that's for sure.
Yeah, standing at about 6'3", one of the tallest players on the team. Number 6, Adrian Navarro switches the field here. Marinkoff gets the ball taken away from him, and he recovers easily. And I believe there's no foul called by there. Sanzio gets it to Scott. Beautiful ball played there by Scott. Riley Rhodes, and I believe that's going to get called there, and the ball still stays with the Wildcats. Tough call to make there, Travis.
Tough call. Very good play there from the Eagles, and I mean, the ball just bounces off of Riley at the last second, but very good play to move it up the field.
Eagles winning the time of possession as of early, but the Wildcats do have the ball and trying to make something work upfield.
I like what I've seen from the first 5 minutes. Both teams have seemed to play very controlled and very well. Passing has been good. And both teams have stayed very true to their positions and their starting so far, not really allowing too many opportunities for either team.
Something that I love is that beautiful play there by Daniel Marenkov, the freshman out of Kazakhstan. Put his foot in the position where it almost looks like it's a foul, but no whistle's called.
Yeah. Ref did a good job as well, paying attention there, making sure that there was not adequate contact for the call. Just let it play on.
The Wildcats playing with it in the backfield, and the Eagles applying appropriate pressure. Dakota had it for a second, but it remains with the Wildcats. The Wildcats try to put a through ball in there, but it's recovered by the Eagles. Sanzio to Scott. Sanzio literally bodies the defender, and he gets possession of the ball. Really aggressive move there by the graduate assistant. Rhodes gets it to the middle. Finds a wide open Peterson, and you love how the Eagles are moving the ball here. Peterson on the attack. He boots it from deep. Gets a shot on target, but it misses. But, hey, great 2 shots early for the Eagles.
On target, but it misses. I really like just the way we've been playing so far, really keeping them trapped into their side here. They've not really had much going towards the goal. We've done a really good job so far in these first 7-8 minutes, keeping them really locked in.
Ball off the foot of Marenkov, and it will maintain with the Wildcats. About 12 minutes into this matchup already. No one on the board here. But the Wildcats do have possession. Marenkov, he receives the ball. Boots it forward to Riley Rhodes, but it's intercepted. Seems like that ball touches the hand of the Wildcats there, but no call awarded. Big collision there by Rafael Senzio, but no call awarded. Referee blows his whistle here, and I believe that's going to be another free kick opportunity here for the Wildcats as they're trying to make something happen here. Taking the free kick, number 4, Taylor Walker, the freshman out of Birmingham, England. A lot of diversity here on the field today. The Eagles having 13 different countries here on one team. Gets it into the box here. And Picard plays it beautifully.
Wildcat corner here, and like we said in the last game, something that the Eagles, just as teams, have struggled with is picking up their man and playing these set pieces intently and very directly. And so we'll see if we can pick up our man and keep the ball in net here.
Navarro actually takes the corner kick here and scales it a little bit too strong than he wanted to, creating a goal kick opportunity here for the Eagles. Bit of a windy day here, Travis, but still a beautiful day to play soccer. London in the back, anticipating the goal kick. Sends it to about the midfield. Well recovered by the Wildcats. Clint Peterson gets a head on it. And Navarro has it on his foot. Wildcats aiming for an attack here. I believe that will be Eagles' ball. Beautiful defense there by the Eagles.
I like seeing Stiefel out here being able to start. He's not been a starter traditionally in the years he's played so far, but starting tonight, and I really enjoy seeing him out there. He's very aggressive. I think he plays with a chip on his shoulder because he's a little smaller than the average player, and you really like to see his energy and his aggression.
David Stiefel starting at the right wing for the Eagles. Not known for his scoring, but as you said before, an Energizer Bunny on the field.
I think it's great putting him over there, too, because that's where Riley had to start the other day. And as we've talked about, Riley's not much of a goal creator, but he is a goal scorer.
Yeah.
So putting him up front, see if good things can happen for 90 minutes.
Yeah, and I mean, he's a goal scorer, and he did it 13 times last year in the 2020 season. Jones for the throw-in. Challenged there by Picard. He's holding his own, but the Wildcats get in front of him. DeLima crosses it in the box for the Wildcats, and no avail. Well played by Chase Hawkins, the freshman. Wildcats get the ball into the box here. Scoring opportunity, and hits the cross a little bit too far. Shot on target, but Adam Lund blocks it. Beautiful save there by Adam Lund. Let's see that one again.
That was a great play there from the Wildcats. They did what we end up doing with they did what we normally do with Clint Peterson right there, where he took the ball all the way up the field, but they did that with their freshman, Taylor.
The beautiful save there by Adam Lund sets up a corner kick there for the Wildcats. This is the Wildcats' second corner kick of the game, and they kick it short. Shot on target here, and another beautiful save there by Adam Lund. The shot there beyond the 18, and Adam Lund gets a hand on it.
His deflections are great as well. They're not giving rebound opportunities. He's doing a great job here of keeping the ball at the back of the net and not giving him second chance opportunities.
Beautiful deflection there by Lund, but that sets up another corner kick there for the Wildcats. Corner kick scales a little bit higher than he wants to, but the Wildcats still have possession. Eagles take over there, but the referee blows his whistle for a stoppage.
I think it went out on the baseline there and giving us a goal kick. Another thing that I can already tell a difference between this game and their first game is I can hear a lot more communication from the Eagles from up here on the field. Last game there wasn't a lot of communication. I think guys were just trying to get a game under their belt. But tonight you can hear a lot more communication, especially on those set pieces in different positions. Guys are calling for the ball. Guys know what to say. Guys are asking for it.
Vermont Rhodes gets the ball on his foot, and Sanzio now has it. Beautiful ball there. Plays for Stiefel, and he gets to it. Stiefel in the box, crosses it, but it's hit out there by the Wildcats.
That was a beautiful play. Riley was behind everyone's back. No one could see him. They just did a really good job, the Wildcats did, defending that cross. But you love to see that play. A couple quick passes, good opportunity.
Sanzio gets it over to Marinkoff. He boots it long, but collected by Hernandez, the keeper.
Those plays right there, they're not necessarily as dangerous as other plays might be, but they just keep the whole defense and the keeper honest right there, making sure that they're ready for those crosses and those chips.
The Eagles applying mighty well of pressure here. The Wildcats try to work it into the infield, the midfield actually. Long ball there for number 7, Rodriguez. Rodriguez places the ball up in front for Jason. My apologies, Adrian Navarro. And I believe he jumps there on Salvador Picard's back. Interesting play there for him. But it sets up another goal kick here for Adam Lund. Hawkins gets inside to Barkis. Barkis to Peterson. Peterson gets it to Picard. Back to Rhodes. Eagles passing the ball really fluently in their backfield. Hawkins with the long ball there for Rhodes. Rhodes, opportunity here. Almost got a foot on it, but Hernandez with the great save.
A little misstep there from the Wildcats, but able to still recover. I really like what the Eagles are doing, like you said, with the passing. I just wish instead of doing some more of these chips, they're working keeping the defense honest, but maybe working the ball on the ground through the midfield as well.
Wow.
Get a little closer.
My apologies there, Travis, but Wildcats with an attempt for a counter. And Marinkoff with a great challenge, and I believe there's no call there. Making another goal kick. Smart play there by Marinkoff. Checking in the game for the Wildcats, number 17, Carlos Juarez, and number 28, Jacob Bruce.
Must be their 15-minute subs, given it these guys playing in a third of the half here, getting their new players in.
Just a reminder for the fans at home, for soccer games, once a player is subbed out in the first half, they can't come back in. But during the second half, it's all open.
And also, they just used 2 of their subs right there. You only get 3 subs in the first half as well.
Great save there by Clint Peterson. That could have almost been an attack by the Wildcats. And an offsides call there was called by the Wildcats. But great way for Adam London to still be prepared.
Yeah, I love him coming off his line quick right there. He's learning that distance. That last game, they got one of their goals from him coming off his line a little too late, trying to get that through ball. And this time he was there ready for it just in case, but offsides was called.
Beautiful one-touch pass there by Rhodes. But I believe Marincroft gets it taken away from him. Marincroft playing right back, but played a little bit of striker during high school. Navarro loses the ball there, but I believe a free kick is going to be awarded.
We were talking about Barkis's aggression a little bit earlier, and it's good to have the aggression. It's easier to try to rein a player in than try to get him to be more aggressive. But he's had a couple foul calls so far, little stoppages, giving free kicks for the Wildcats. He might need to be able to rein it in a little bit, figure out the right level of aggression is what is allowed. But again, I'd much rather have an aggressive freshman that I have to teach what is appropriate and what isn't versus trying to get a freshman to be more aggressive and more on the offensive mind.
Taking the free kick is Ramirez. He takes it into the box. Barkis gets ahead on it, and I believe it's either going to be a corner kick or a throw-in opportunity here for the Wildcats. And it is a throw-in. They throw it into the box, but Clint Peterson boots it out. Sanzio clears it out. Would have been a beautiful ball there for Stiefel, but gets right on the leg of the Wildcat defender. The Wildcats planning for an attack here. Shoots it from right outside the 18, tries to head it in there, but creates another goal kick opportunity here for Adam Lund.
A few minutes ago, you could see the momentum change a little bit. The ball's been spent a lot more time on the Eagles side of the field and a lot more opportunities for the Wildcats here. I think they're just turning up the heat a little bit, and the Eagles might need to shift gears here to kind of keep up with the pressure that they're providing.
And speaking of picking up the heat here, the wind's starting to pick up also in this ball game. Our notes are about to fly away. But Adam Lund is back again for another goal kick.
Yeah, that's why the game had to get moved sooner, because everyone's just assuming that we've got a 100% chance of rain when the game time was around. So
yeah, the game initially was scheduled for 5 o'clock, but moved early due to, I believe, Hurricane Ida. The Wildcats here for an attack. Ball placed there for Carlos Juarez. He crosses it into the middle, and Picard boots it out. Another opportunity here for the Wildcats, and sets up another goal kick for Adam Lund.
I think it actually nicked the boot of one of our players, and it's actually going to be a corner kick for the Wildcats.
This will make another corner kick here for the Wildcats, and I believe this is their 5th all game.
Yeah, they've kept the ball down here a lot, get a lot of corner kick opportunities. This might be more than we had the whole game last time.
Kick is off. Right in the box there, but just wide left there for the Wildcats.
You see what I'm saying, though? You're not seeing so much intensity on picking up your man and playing strong defense on these corners.
Number 22,
they had 2 players
Nate
wide
Rieger.
open at the ball right there. All it takes is putting that on frame to get it to go in, and if Adam's not there, it's very dangerous. It's something that, just as a team, even for years, struggled with. I remember struggling with it when we were on the team.
Coming into the game is the junior out of Hampton, Georgia. Nate Regier comes in for Salvador Picard. Regier gets it to his left. Vermont Rhodes. Ball hit up by Carlos Juarez will make it remain Eagles ball. Sanzio gets to the Rhodes. Vermont Rhodes almost loses the ball there, but regains it. Barkis, long ball to Stiefel on the right side, and I believe he'll get to it. He'll cross it to the middle, A little behind Riley Rhodes there. Marenkov loses the ball. Navarro, deep ball there for the Wildcats. One-on-one opportunity with Nate Regier. Adam Lund comes out and he gets another beautiful stop there. Dangerous situation there for the Eagles, but beautiful job there by Adam Lund collecting his third save of the afternoon.
Did a great job there. We were trying, but they got it past us, and Adam was really able to save.
Counter
save
for the
defense.
Eagles. Stifle just gets it offline. Back and forth matchup we have here this afternoon, Travis. The Wildcat defender brings it all the way up for him.
The tempo and energy is much different than it was in the first 5-10 minutes of the game. It's really shifted. It's really been great.
Rhodes by himself, no flag called. He can get a goal here, boots it, and gets it stopped by the Wildcats. Beautiful ball placed there by Clint Peterson, though. Cole gets it on his head. Scott on the left side. Gets it to Rhodes. That one-on-one opportunity there for Rhodes could have been the first goal here, but Cole gets opportunity himself. A lot of space here. He almost crosses it, but gets the ball taken away by the Wildcats. Regier chested off his chest. Wow, that didn't make any sense. But Ramon Rhodes with the ball.
Momentum is shifting again. Eagles have got all the pressure and all the chances right now. It's great.
Through ball placed by the Wildcats, but no one there to recover it. Back on the foot of Peterson. 23 minutes left in this half.
I'm already interested in thinking with this high-energy, high-paced game with all the attacks, I'm wondering how the second half will look, if it'll affect the energy level towards the end of the game. I'm excited to see how teams are going to use their reserve tanks to figure out how to play this around the 80th minute.
Regier tries to get a ball in, but it gets stolen away. Another one-on-one opportunity here for the Wildcats. A lot of moves displayed there by the Wildcat striker, and he loses the ball. Gets the ball inside the Cole Hawkins, but he almost trips over the ball. Navarro almost switches fields here. Gets the ball inside to the box here, but Adam Lund collects it. 21 minutes in here into this half. Barkis gets it to Regier. Not a lot of pressure we're seeing here from the Wildcats, but the Eagles comfortably moving the ball up the field. Navarro. He sends a ball inside for number 17, Carlos Juarez. And we'll get a couple substitutions here in a minute.
Eagles number 10, Samuel Berrigan.
Also calling that classic August heat water break here, making sure the players are safe and no one's getting injured.
Yeah, as they take a little water break, we'll take a break as well. But as soon as they come back, Waro Franco and also, I believe, Brian Gramajo will check in for the games for the Wildcats, and also Sam Berrigan will check in the game for the Eagles. As these teams talk it over and get a couple water breaks, we'll take a break ourselves. We'll be back after a few moments. Welcome back, Eagle fans from all over, and Alvin Chapman alongside with Travis Rose here. And Travis, we have a really competitive game here with no points on the board.
Yeah, the energy's been really high. Both teams have had decent opportunities and decent shots. It's just exciting to see whoever's going to break that ice first.
Barkus switches fields and gets it over to Peterson. The Wildcats are trying to pressure a little bit more than they did previous before the break they had here. A little bit of a collision there on the right side of the field, but the Wildcats will recover. I believe this is a throwing opportunity here for the Eagles. And the person who will throw it in is Daniel Marinkoff. Marinkoff is a freshman out of Kazakhstan, went to Our Savior New School in Long Island, New York. And one thing that's interesting about him is that when he was in high school, he was actually the manager for their basketball team. And one of the players on the basketball team was 5th pick in the NBA draft, Jonathan Kuminga. So it's kind of cool how, playing soccer and being a manager, and what do you know, the person you're managing is also a pro now. Marinkoff, he challenges the ball but gets it to clear. Wildcats trying for an attack here. Beautiful ball, he crosses it. And Adam Lund off the pole there. Almost a goal there for the Wildcats. Man, and how one goal could change the entire dynamic of this game.
Yeah, it looks like the Wildcats came out of that water break with a little different strategy, playing a little bit higher, a little more energy, and that ball came across really dangerous, came off of one of our players, and Adam was able to be there, but off the post.
Man, it just shows just a couple more inches, man, that could have went in. Truly showing how the game of soccer is truly a game of literally inches, and in some cases centimeters.
Looks like we had a little collision. Adam's kind of shaking up a little bit, but looks like he's going to be okay.
Yeah, Adam had a little bit of struggles with his shoulder earlier in this preseason, but is still able to start. He recovers the ball again, and instead of throwing it, he kicks it further. Rhodes, by himself, gets a through ball to Berrigan. He puts it in front for Cole. Cole tries to one-touch a pass, and I believe it's going to be a corner kick awarded for the Eagles. First corner kick of this opportunity. But one thing about Eagles corner kicks is that we bring Peterson all the way from the center back position and bring him right into the box.
Yeah, it also looks like we also are going to bring Barkus up as well. He normally plays that back midfielder of the holding midfield, but with his frame and both these guys being as tall as they are, bringing them up seems like the right decision.
Barkus and Peterson, some of the tallest people on the field right now. Let's see if the Eagles can net in a goal, making this a 1-0 ball game with 18 minutes already in the first half. Crosses in, and the Eagles can't convert.
Very dangerous. I like that, though. Great play. Had people there. Very good defense from the Wildcats.
Sanzio there with the kick there, and honestly put it in a beautiful position, but the Eagles couldn't get ahead on it. Stiefel there for the throw-in. Stiefel receives the ball. Peterson. He crosses it in. But the Eagles defender, not an Eagle, but a Wildcat defender was right there to recover it.
Also, Berrigan just coming into the game off that water break like you mentioned. Already had a couple really good touches and looks like he came in ready to play. Love to see that.
Berrigan, the backup midfielder for, I believe, Daniel D'Souza, and was actually the youngest player in Eagles history to net in a goal.
Really?
Yeah, he is.
Cool. Did not know that. Yeah, he came in and played really well and continuing to play well, getting more playing time.
Vermont Rhodes gets it over to his brother. One-touch pass from Samuel Berrigan. Almost a shot there by Vermont. Almost cuts into the goal there. But beautiful shot and aggression there displayed by the Eagles.
Great little triangle between Riley, Vermont, and Sam there. Really good play with quick passes and just didn't get the shot power that we wanted at the end there, but really good play.
13, Robert Gallagher.
Coming into the game for, I believe, Cole Scott, Rob Gallagher, another one of the freshmen that we have here, and Travis. Man, the amount of freshmen that we have on this Eagles team, I believe 14 new freshmen and 17 new players in general. Man, talk about the youngness of this team that we have here that Coach Lewas is coaching this year.
I find it very encouraging and very good to see. A lot of these guys look like they'll be around for 4 years, and giving Coach a chance to work with them for that long. You've seen what he's done with guys like Clint and different players that he gets for a long time, and just just obviously they're already fantastic, but then just kind of refines it and makes them into great leaders as well.
The Wildcats trying to get an attack here. Number 17, Carlos Juarez, he crosses it, and it boots out of bounds.
Now, did Gallagher get in last game?
Nah, Gallagher did not get in last game.
That's what I thought. This is the first time we're seeing him, so this is encouraging. See new guys getting more time, putting his first minutes under his belt as an
Coming
Eagle.
in for the Eagles is
I'm
number
excited to see what he
7,
can give us. We gotta
Daniel
keep our eye on him.
Vidal.
Also coming into the game is Daniel Vidal coming in for Stiefel, and it's a smart play for Coach to come in, have a lot of his starters sub out, and putting some fresh legs out there on the field.
I like that. Stiefel always gives 100%, so he can get a little tired out a little sooner, but you would love to have his energy, so giving him that extra 15-minute break before the next half probably be helpful. And D'Souza's earned any time he gets. He's put in great work all the years he's been here. Love that guy.
Throwing opportunity. And the ball skies high there. I mean, Travis, we almost could have reached out and grabbed that ball ourselves.
Yeah, we're up pretty high, and it got up here.
Man, makes another throwing opportunity here for the Eagles. And Rhodes gets it into Berrigan. And Berrigan, he throws it out of bounds. The Wildcats bench is really intense right now. They're loving these opportunities that the Wildcats are making for themselves defensively.
They've been silent for the first 30 minutes, but now they're picking up volume and just getting all excited for their team here.
30th minute in this competition here. And Barkis gets it over to Sanzio. Sanzio to Rhodes. Has it on his dominant side. And Rhodes almost gets a piggyback ride by the Wildcats defender.
Just an awkward situation right there. Both players fighting for the ball, but ends up giving it as a foul on the Eagles. Free kick for the Wildcats.
14 minutes left in this half. And just a reminder for the viewers at home, there's no extra time awarded here by the referees. As soon as the countdown is announced, then the entire half is over. We'll go straight into halftime. Regier heads the ball, and Clint Peterson controls it. Surprised he didn't get called for a handball there, but the referee does notice it, creating another free kick opportunity for the Wildcats. Dangerous situation here for the Eagles because the Wildcats can easily convert on a free kick here with less than 14 minutes here left in this half. Taking the free kick is number 14, Carlos Juarez. Actually, Diago Ramirez, my apologies. And Ramirez takes a short kick. The Wildcats trying to get inside here. Now they get into the box. Back heel pass here for the Wildcats. They try to sky it inside, but beautiful defense there by the Eagles. Rob Gallagher had the ball on his foot for a temporary moment. And the Eagles do recover. Rhodes tries to go through two defenders by himself and gets it stolen from him. And the Wildcats switch fields. In comes the cross, off the head, and almost another goal opportunity there for the Wildcats.
That was very good defense from the Eagles all around right there, keeping the ball out wide. Even that cross made it very hard to angle. Very good attempt, though, from the Wildcats, but I feel like that was a great stand there from the Eagles, and, we're giving a goal kick in the end.
Coming in for the Eagles, number 17, Angel Acosta, and number 23, Enoch Wong.
Coming into the game is number 17, Angel Acosta, the freshman out of, I believe, it says Ohio, but I believe he's actually from North Carolina. That's where he goes to church at. And also Enoch Wong. Enoch actually a person who was a student here last year but had to serve 1 year in the Korean military. So he's now playing for the Eagle soccer team.
So we know Acosta played last game. We like what we've seen out of him, but we haven't seen anything from the other player, correct?
That is correct, and
That's his
Acosta
first time
comes
in,
into the
so.
game and puts the ball in between a defender's legs already. Beautiful ball there by the Wildcats, and he gets around his defender. Gets a shot into the goal there. Adam Mudd does recover it, but I believe Daniel Marinkoff is going to be called there for the foul. Creates a free kick opportunity here for the Wildcats. And this is a situation where the Eagles definitely not want to be in.
No, this is a dangerous position for a free kick here. They've got time. They're going to set up a play here. We'll see what the Wildcats have, but hopefully the Eagles make a strong stand here.
This free kick almost so close to the corner kick line is practically a corner kick with a little bit higher elevation. My apologies. Number 14, Diego Ramirez is going to be taking the kick here.
This appears it is a direct kick, so he can also put it on frame if he wants.
Diego. And Adam won with another save here. As Travis said, it was a direct kick, and he could have put it on goal, and that's exactly what he did. Peterson clears the ball beautifully, gets all the way to Hernandez, the goalie. Hernandez gets it over to Adrian Navarro.
A little misstep there from the Wildcats, so we gain possession there, throwing for the Eagles.
Into the 35th minute of this competition, Regier finds Rhodes. Rhodes finds Wang. He tries to run for it, and the Wildcats sky high that ball, almost hits a car there. And it actually does hit a car there. Man, what a foot that kid has on him. Well, let's go back to the competition here. Wang tries to take it himself, almost gets the ball taken from him. Berrigan to Acosta. Acosta tries to make something happen for Gallagher, but he gets the ball taken from him as well. Wildcat player on the floor there, no call there by the referee. Vidal gets it to Wang. Wang to Vidal. Vidal to Berrigan. In the box there, but can't convert. Rhodes with a bit of a strong touch, tries to get it to his brother, which will create another throwing opportunity for the Wildcats. Coming into the game for the Wildcats, number 12, Rodrigo Arce.
The goalie didn't do his job over there.
And he's going to be awarding the throw-in. 9 minutes left in the first half of action, and the Wildcats are going to try to get something on the board here. Double team there by the Eagles, and I believe it does work, but it remains Wildcats ball. Peterson calls off Regier there in that situation, and it does remain Wildcats ball. Arce with the throw-in. Eagles with a lot of passing, not the Eagles, but the Wildcats with a lot of passing on the right side of the field. And that either is, I believe that's going to result into a corner kick for the Wildcats. Corner kick will be happening on the right side of the field. Skies it into the box. The Wildcats with their fourth corner kick opportunity and can't result into goals. 8 minutes left in the half here, and we have another
coming in for the Eagles,
another goal
number
kick.
21, Grant Baker.
Into the game here, number 21, Grant Baker. One thing that's kind of interesting is Grant was actually one of my kids that was under my team for Teen Extreme, so it's really great to see him get his first minutes here with the Eagles. Peterson gets it to Berrigan. Berrigan loses the ball. Wildcats with numbers. Navarro, beautiful through ball there. Marinkoff almost got a foot on there. Wildcats into the box, but to no avail. The Wildcats still boot one from behind the 18, and that's going to result into another throw-in. The Wildcats eagerly trying to get another goal in before the end of this half.
It's been a high-paced, high-energy game with a lot of attacking. Surprised that we
Coming in
still
for the
have
Eagles,
Goose
number
Egg on
20,
board, but
Nicholas
I'm sure
Garcia.
we'll see somebody break that streak at some point in this game.
Coming into the game for the goal scorer of last year, Riley Rhodes, is Nicholas Garcia, the junior out of Minneapolis, Minnesota. Lund with another goal kick here. Off the head of Rhodes. Gallagher gets the ball off his chest. Baker. Not Baker, but Clint Peterson. Berrigan tries to get the through ball there for the Eagles. Nicholas tries to get a shot into the box here, but gets stuffed by the Wildcats defense. Peterson. Beautiful pass to Acosta. Acosta puts it a little bit too in front there for Peterson, but the Eagles still maintain possession. Vidal on the right side of the field. And that will remain Wildcats ball. Heading into the 40th minute of this competition. Marinkoff for the throw-in. Header into the outside the box here. Gallagher challenges deeply. And I believe that does result in, actually, no, a goal kick for the Wildcats. I thought the Wildcats defender there got a foot on there, which would make that a corner kick, but it results to a goal kick instead. Gets the ball back to the keeper, Hernandez. And he boots it over to the left side of the field. Tries to get a head on there, but it results to another throw-in for the Eagles. Marinkoff tries to find Berengen, but it boots over to Regier. Regier tries to get a through ball there for Nicholas. And the Wildcats, with plenty of players in availability, they kick the ball out. Acosta with the ball on his left foot. And the Wildcats trying to attack here. Takes the opportunity, and Clint Peterson with a beautiful stop here. That could have easily been a goal for the Wildcats, but Clint Peterson, the All-American, comes through with a beautiful save.
Great timing and great patience right there to make that happen, and then challenges at just the right moment, gets that stop.
Not just great timing and great patience, but great control. Easily could have been called the foul in the box, but instead of going for the player's body, he goes for the ball. Clint Peterson, a two-time All-American for the Pensacola Christian College Eagles, and making a statement for even a Player of the Year run for either the region and even the nation. Marinkoff with the throw-in. 4 minutes left in this half. Regier gets it to the middle. Baker. Grant Baker splits through the defense. On the foot of Gallagher. He shoots it beyond the 18, and it's a goal! Rob Gallagher shoots it beyond the 18 and gets his first goal of his career, and also gets the first goal for the Eagles season. Let's see that one again. Grant Baker splits through the defense. On the foot of Gallagher, he shoots it beyond the 18.
Goal, number 13, Robert Gallagher.
A couple quick touches and was not hesitant at all. And then beautiful placement with also great power, and he was giving that a knuckle, so it's really hard for the goalie to read, kept it near post. And I mean, his first couple minutes he has made count, and we finally have somebody break the ice not only on this game but on the Eagles season so far.
Yeah, and the first goal of the season, and what a beautiful one there to display it. Man, what a goal for Rob Gallagher, the freshman.
Excellent goal. I love to see it. He didn't hesitate, put it in a great spot, made his touches count.
And it's honestly a great storyline too. First goal in your first start, in your first minutes. Here's the equal. Man, he's going to remember that moment for the rest of his life.
Now we just need to be able to hold for 3 minutes here, keep the Wildcats at bay. Now they'll probably have a lot more fire under their moves here to try to equalize before half with a few minutes left.
1-0 ball game, and the Wildcats are attacking. Tries to get a goal here.
Great play right there by Adam, cut down all the angles. We will see a goal kick, a corner kick here, I believe, but great play from him to cut down all the angles and keep that out of the back of the net.
The Wildcats with a number of goal kicks here in this afternoon, but none of them converted to points. Man, I'm just still thinking about that beautiful goal there by Rob Gallagher.
Oh, it was awesome. Just great placement, great play.
Reminds me of you during your playing days there, Travis, huh?
I mean, I got one goal in my career, you know, making my time count as a defender.
Wildcats. Clint Peterson with a beautiful clear. 2 minutes left in this half. Eagles up 1-0, and the rain is now coming. The wind picking up, the rain's coming, and the Wildcats now into the box. Beautiful stop there by Regier. He gets a foot on it again. He needs to clear it. And Rhodes gets it into the middle. Rob Gallagher, the only goal, hold by him. Now he's pressuring up. Slight drizzles coming into the field here today. But Hernandez does have the ball. And get it over to Arce. Ball rolls out for the Eagles, resulting into a throw-in. Gets the ball to Regier. Peterson to Acosta. The Wildcats work it into the middle. Finds a fender on the right side. Crosses it into the middle. Another opportunity here for the Wildcats. And Adam Lund does deliver with the save. 56 seconds left in the first half of action. Eagles still lead 1-0. What a ball game that we're just getting the opportunity to call here, Travis.
It's been very exciting, a lot of energy, and I wonder if we'll see this much energy kept up in the second half with the heat and all the movement the players have put in so far. It'll be very exciting to see the strategies in the second half.
The Wildcats work it into the middle. 30 seconds left in this half of play. Rhodes tries to clear it. Gets it on the foot of Regier. Regier gets it to Baker. A little bit too strong of a touch will make this the Eagles' ball. Not the Eagles, but the Wildcats' ball. Arce
10, 9,
gets it inside.
8, 7, 6,
5 seconds left in the half.
4,
Another
3,
throw in here
2.
for the Wildcats. And this will be the end of the half. And what a half it was. Rob Gallagher getting a goal here in the last couple of minutes. I believe the last 5 minutes of this half. And it just shows that we just keep playing until the clock stops.
Yeah, it was great. And, I mean, a very exciting, energetic first half. And finally got a goal there with about 3 to 4 minutes left. And someone finally broke the ice. And we'll see probably just as much energy in the second half from these guys. Maybe some more goals as well.
More action awaits after halftime, but until then, we will see you just in a bit.
You only have one life. What are you going to do with it? This is a place where you can be empowered to fulfill God's calling and pursue your passion.
I had told my pastor before coming here, I was like, I don't really like school, but now on my third year, learning is so much fun.
Incrementally, we're ready to do more, we're ready to face more, and to say, this may not be the easiest thing I've ever done, but it's the most rewarding thing I've ever done.
Teaching is communicating facts, but the bottom line for me with teaching is connecting the material so the students not only know it, but appreciate it and also know how to use it.
We have great faculty and they honestly inspire me.
They'll constantly tell you, if you need something, come talk to me. You can have a really good teacher-student relationship. And that's one of the reasons why I chose PCC, is to have faculty that love God to help me further my spiritual walk with Christ.
Faculty are saying it's going to take hard work and dedication to be the best at whatever you're doing for God's glory. Everything that I see here is Christ-centered.
Why is PCC here? It's to change lives and make them more like Christ.
They want students to make an impact on the world. I think their goal really is to change the world, and they do it one student at a time.
Hi, my name is Donna Bowman, and I'm the elementary principal and high school guidance counselor at Cramerton Christian Academy. And I get to deal with kindergartners all the way through high school students, from kindergarten graduation practice all the way through preparation for college, and have a lot of fun with that. But then I still get to play with my elementary kids and watch them grow and learn to read, and then watch them conquer physics. So it's a lot of fun to just have an impact on a wide variety of students. That first year of teaching stretches you in so many ways because of the daily responsibilities. And so that first year ended with me being able to reflect on all of those things that I was able to bring into the classroom from my years at Pensacola. I felt when I left the college classroom and went into the classroom where I was the teacher that I had a real good handle on how curriculum should flow, how students should learn, and the methods to present the material to them. And that was all part of that practice in the methods classes that was critical. So when I stepped in front of a classroom, I had practiced those things already. And so I didn't have to worry about the fundamentals of that. Now I could add on to those skills, enrich the learning, enrich the curriculum. I'm so grateful for the rigorous preparation that those classes made you stretch, and the requirements building each year were very beneficial in helping me to grow. That rigorous preparation made that first year possible to be successful.
At some point in your past, you had a teacher who inspired you. They inspired you because they cared for you. One of the things I love about Christian education is that it gives me an opportunity to not only show students that I care about their mind, but I can also show that I care about their heart. Do you want to be that teacher that inspires the next generation? Our education program here at Pensacola Christian College will help you to gain the tools necessary to step into the classroom. We will prepare you because we know you want to serve the Lord as a teacher. That means we'll tell you exactly what works in the classroom. A Bible-based, Christ-centered process of leading a learner to Christ and equipping them with the knowledge, skills, and attitudes for effective Christian service. We'll have you practice multiple techniques and skills in front of your peers, and then you'll get to implement what works on your own in front of students at a local Christian school. The faculty members who will teach you, I know, truly care for you. They understand what it means to be an effective teacher in the classroom from all their years of experience. They pray with you and for you, and they'll help you to critique your own abilities so that you get better at the craft. You had that teacher that inspired you? Well, you need to be that teacher that inspires the next generation. Christian education is a rewarding experience, and we will fully equip you to step into the classroom to be an excellent teacher.
What makes you smile? Time with people you love. Making a difference at your work or ministry. Fun memories and the little things that make your day. Going to graduate school can mean giving up those things, but it doesn't have to. With an online master's degree from Pensacola Christian College, you can reach your goals and still be there for family, work, and ministry. Of course, earning a graduate degree comes with challenges, like money and time. But with online learning, you can get a degree that's made for your schedule and budget. One that only costs a little over $10,000, with a flexible payment option too. And with online learning, you can learn anytime, anywhere, with classes that fit your schedule. Take the next step by choosing one of several master's degree programs: business administration, educational leadership, ministry, Bible exposition, and others. At Pensacola Christian College, you'll get a biblical perspective and insight from caring professionals and ministry leaders. So when you graduate, you won't have just a diploma. You'll have confidence to go further in your ministry or career, and you'll still have those memories that make you smile. It's graduate school built for real life. Graduate school built for you.
My name is Ben Randolph. I'm a certified registered nurse anesthetist, and I'm an alumnus from PCC. I provide anesthesia for a variety of surgical procedures throughout the day, mainly in the operating room, anything from orthopedic surgery all the way to neurosurgery, anything in between. I love anesthesia. It's a challenging field, but it's something that I really enjoy. When you're dealing with people's lives, there are times when it gets nerve-wracking, but you kind of have to revert to your training. Personally, I felt very prepared to go into whatever type of nursing that I chose. Getting out of college, going straight into a critical care unit, I was able to get into anesthesia school within a year, which was fairly rare. I felt very well prepared in that regard, and I think that was a real testament to the nursing program in particular. The level of instruction that I got at PCC was really unrivaled. Of course, their nursing program it's a nationally ranked program. It wasn't a program where you could just skate through. It was a program that challenged me personally, and I think all of my instructors really had high standards for the students. You can go there in a great environment to grow spiritually and a great environment to learn. So I chose PCC for that reason.
My name's Katherine Kemme. I am at the University of Texas Medical Branch. I'm getting my PhD. I'm a second-year grad student in the biochemistry and molecular biology department. I'm studying biophysics. We're actually trying to understand these proteins as part of a gene editing technology. So you would have these engineered proteins where you can make this protein cut the DNA, and that way you can alter the DNA sequence and make it produce something different or prevent it from producing something you don't want it to produce. But they're actually using that for HIV. The HIV virus binds to the white blood cells in your blood, so they have created a mutation where that receptor is. So if you create the mutation and then the receptor is no good, and then you won't get the HIV coming in. People with that mutation are immune to HIV. You think about it, you can do a lot of stuff. So that's probably the best thing you can think about your job, that you're actually helping someone out there. Many of these people are studying this and they're searching. They're like, well, science will tell us all the answers. But for me, I have answers. I don't need all the answers. The only reason I'm studying this is to help people, help them with their diseases. And that is my purpose for studying. But some of these people, yes, they will come get their PhD because they are searching and they think science will give them the answer. So for me, I think PCC's strength in the foundations of God's Word is very, very helpful, because I don't need to sit here wondering who created the earth and did I get here by accident.
Otter Products, the culture is amazing. It's something that when you wake up in the morning, you actually look forward to coming into work. My role here as senior graphic designer has been multifaceted. I've done everything from ad campaigns through web, trade show, all kinds of stuff like that. But then recently my role has switched into trending colors for our cases themselves. So if you purchase a case and it has blue silicone with a green PC cover, that's kind of my role and responsibility right now, is to understand what are the trending colors and how do they apply to our different markets. It's definitely more complicated than you would think. Projects for us are really exciting because we're always getting new things coming in. We're partnering with people like NFL, people like Realtree. That's really exciting to actually be working one-on-one with these people. So it's never a dull moment at Otter Products. It's always hopping. The quality of the academics at PCC, to me, is amazing. I love the idea of, like, how can I make this as best as I can? And the teachers really push that. Really, the drive at PCC was understand the basics. Understand the fundamentals of what we're doing. Understand these very simple things, and you're kind of going, this is so simple and boring. I want to do something fun. But as you mature, you realize, wow, this is the most valuable thing I could possibly have in my toolbox as an artist. If you're looking to say, I want to understand my craft, I want to understand the field that I'm going into, it's an incredible environment and an incredible place to work and to grow as a student. I think any high schooler that's considering PCC, you're going to get some incredible foundation that will be a huge help to you in the future.
Welcome back, Eagle fans from all over, whether you're from around the country or even around the world. We are so delighted that you are able to be a part of this broadcast along with us today. Alvin Chapman along with two-time national champion Travis Rose. And Travis, let's talk about this half that we had here. Got a goal in the last 5 minutes of the contest in the first half. What do we have to do in order to maintain this lead?
Keep up the energy we saw for sure. We had high energy and very good defense all around, and so keeping up stuff like that as well as good passing. And we started to lose some communication there in the middle of that half, and so keeping that communication strong all half would be great for the Eagles.
Let's talk a little bit of the comparison of the first half of this game and the first half of the first game of the season against Warner. Almost complete difference. What are some differences that you see?
You definitely see, you can already tell there's more experience out there. Guys are more comfortable. There's not as much nerve. But guys are just out here playing solid, and then I really like the new formation we used as well from this half. I like the positioning and the personnel for this half as well.
All right, let's talk about Rob Gallagher, the freshman. That beautiful goal that he had on the upper 90 of the left side. Man, talk about that beautiful goal and what that does for us going forward.
Amazing shot. First off, it just breaks the ice for the season. First goal, great to see, great to have one under your belt. And then also, I really hope that boosts his confidence. That was a great opportunity, and he made the most of it. Great shot. And so hopefully that boosts not only his confidence, but our confidence going forward as a whole team.
Yeah, and honestly, like this we're really lucky to see a beautiful game and a really competitive game on both sides. But honestly, I'm just excited to see who else we're going to trust to see, and who else we're going to see to put the ball in the back of the net as well.
Yeah, and doing things like that early on right here with his first couple minutes, that might get him more chances to be on the field and show Coach what he can do.
Another question that I want, not a question, but another statement we can talk about before the kickoff of this next half here. Let's talk about some of the defensive stops that we had here. Daniel Marinkoff with a couple great defensive tackles, and Clint Peterson with a couple saved goals here as well. Talk about their leadership in the backfield.
Yeah, we just had really good timing and really good patience on the backfield for the Eagles in that half, and Adam played well, and also a lot of great defense from the Wildcats as well, and it was just a really good game all around, attacking and defending, and hopefully we see more of that this half.
The Wildcats trying to attack here early, playing with the ball around the outskirts of the box. Gets it inside, and it results to, I believe, a corner kick for the Eagles, not the Eagles, but for the Wildcats.
Wildcats going right back at it. They had a lot of corner kicks in that first half, and hopefully the Eagles will be able to lock down on those and keep them out of the cornerback here. But also, we probably won't see as many shots this half as we saw last half. 12 shots total from both teams there, and that's pretty high for a half. So hopefully we'll be able to lock down and keep the shots to a minimum.
Wildcats taking no rush at all, well, taking no delay at all, trying to get into the box here, and they have a corner kick opportunity. On target here, the Wildcats get a foot on it, scales it high, but it ricochets off the left wing, Cole Scott, creating another goal kick opportunity, not a goal kick, but a corner kick opportunity here for the Wildcats. Kicking the corner kick here is Jason Rodriguez, the senior out of St. Rose, Louisiana. Already 2 minutes into this contest. Actually, the person kicking the corner kick is Arturo Torrejon. Honorable mention in the American Southwest Conference last year. And this will result to another goal kick here for Adam Lund. Adam Lund's with 3 saves in that first half. And Travis, it seemed like he had more, honestly.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe some of them might not have been on frame or things that we saw, but I feel like he had a lot of action and he handled everything really well.
Yeah, and a lot of situations that almost could have been goals, but he remains shut out in this half so far. Miscue here by Picard. Let's see if he recovers here. The Wildcats pressuring high, but Picard boots it forward, and it goes out on the Wildcats.
Little misstep right there, little miscommunicate. Those are dangerous. Need to make sure we're sharp this half and keep those to a minimum.
Fernando Vidal with the throw-in. And the Wildcats still have possession here. Vidal. Walker, he comes up. Starter steps. He's going to take a shot here. And that's wide right. Bit of a long shot there beyond the 18, but that creates another opportunity for a goal kick for Adam Lund.
You can tell the Wildcats came out of that halftime ready to go, and they're crisp and they're quick so far already in the first 3 to 5 minutes, and hopefully the Eagles came out the same way, and we'll see them come up here a little more crisp.
A large sense of urgency already shown here by the Wildcats. Wouldn't be surprised if Adam Lund boots this kick far. Lund. The Wildcats get ahead on it. One-on-one opportunity. Peterson gets another save and slows down the momentum of the Wildcats. Peterson. Beautiful play there, and honestly, a play like that never gets shown on the stat sheet. But Clint Peterson with great effort there to save a scoring opportunity that could have been converted there by the Wildcats. That was Arturo Torrejon, that one-on-one opportunity with Clint Peterson. Torrejon, a hat trick in the last spring game for the Louisiana Wildcats. And Torrejon will also take another corner kick here for the Wildcats. The Wildcats already with 3 attacking opportunities here. They get inside to the box, and Adam Lund will get a hand on it.
3 corner kicks already in the first 5 minutes. They're playing very high and very aggressive, and Eagles are handling the pressure well so far.
Picard, he boots it forward, but no Eagles to be found. Rhodes, one-on-one opportunity here. Let's see if he can get into the box here. And he gets tripped. Rhodes, an aggressive move to the box there, and I previously said no one was around there, but I should never say that when Riley Rhodes is playing striker.
Yeah, a little misstep there from the Wildcats defender, and Riley was right there ready to go. Yellow card awarded here for the Wildcats defender for not anything he did during the play, but just booted the ball away out of frustration, let his emotions get the best of him. Not the best thing to do smart-wise. Just keep control of your emotions, but like you said, I believe he's a freshman, and learning things like that throughout his career probably won't see those missteps later on.
This is a yellow card situation. This free kick, I believe, will be direct here for the Eagles. Am I correct there, Travis, or no?
I believe it will be direct, but you can tell by the official. If he has his hand raised when the ball is kicked, then it is indirect. And if he has no hand up in the air when it's kicked, then it is a direct kick and can go right in.
Cole Scott and Sanzio, the 2 people back there, possibly a little bit of misdirection here for this kick. Number 14, Diego Ramirez, the person who was awarded the yellow card here.
I believe it was actually number 4.
Number 4, yeah, it's a little bit weird.
Yeah, the Wildcats seem to be confused on who got the card, and the ref doesn't seem to understand that. That's what they're asking for. I mean, it's just some miscommunication, but we believe it was number 4 who got the yellow card for booting the ball away late.
Misdirection here. A little bit of a tail there. Almost gets in there for the Eagles, but Sanzio misses wide right here.
Was a direct kick there. Good attempt from Hoffa. Didn't put as much power on there as he could have for sure, but really good attempt. Good play right there. I love the misdirection.
Checking into the game for Taylor Walker will be number 8, Waho Franco, the midfielder and forward from Sao Paulo, Brazil. Stiefel, he gets inside, and I believe that's going to be another foul called by the Wildcats.
Just a short corner here.
Short corner kick opportunity here for the Eagles. Let's see if we can get into the box here.
Looks like that quick play there with that boot to Riley was all we needed for a little momentum change here. Eagles on the attack now. Taking their time here, especially up a goal. You're not in a hurry to push anything too quickly. Set up the play here, see what they can get.
Vermont Rhodes will be back there for the kick. Gets it inside, almost gets a head on it. Cole tries to get a swing at it as well, but it's to no avail.
Wide open player right there. Just a little behind him. But great play right there. I love the setup. I love the transition there.
Great challenge there provided there by the Wildcats, but it will also result into an Eagles throw-in. For the throw-in, Clint Peterson, the All-American. The Wildcats float a ball into the middle here. And the Wildcats will score. Beautiful assist there, and the Wildcats will score on this opportunity.
That was a great through ball right there, and kept on sidebar, our local rush in there. just kept onside by inches, it seems like, and made the most of his opportunity and got a quick play. Adam was a little slow off his line, but nothing he could really do. Just a good play from the Wildcats.
Very ironic here because the person who does score in this situation is the player who just recently gets checked in. Franco, wearing number 8 from Sao Paulo, Brazil. He nuts one in off of the beautiful assist that floats in right in front of his foot. 1-1. Oh, 1-1 ball game. Sorry for the miscue here on the screen. There we go. Now it's corrected. 1-1 ball game here. Beautiful equalizer there provided by the Wildcats.
Giving one back in the first 10 minutes is tough, but the Wildcats came out the second half to play, and we've just been a little slower, a little more sluggish. But now with an even ball game with 36 minutes left, we'll see what happens.
Marinkoff kicks it to an open space here, and it results to another throw-in for the Eagles. One thing that we love about this matchup is that all these goals here in these games have been pretty quality goals here. Nothing cheap shot, nothing a little bit trash or garbage of a goal. Everything has been beautifully placed or well assisted or even just quality shots towards the goal. Barkis. Chase Hawkins. Back to Barkis. Dakota Barkis with the ball in the midfield. Gets it to Cole Scott. Back to Barkis. Hits it wide to Vermont Rhodes. He swings it inside. Header to his brother, and he just misses that one. Brother-to-brother connection there, but it just doesn't avail. And Rose, I believe you played with your brother in high school for Genesee Christian School. How do you think the chemistry between the Riley Rhodes brothers, not the Riley Rhodes brothers, but the Rhodes brothers affects for this team here this year?
I mean, that was just a very good play right there, as you saw, just for an example. And Riley just not able to get ahead on it, but very good cross, very good play, and hopefully it's something that can come through for the Eagles throughout the season.
Vidal with the ball. And the Wildcats looking to attack again. Marinkoff with the save, and Picard boots it out. Franco scored early in this second half. Gets a beautiful pass inside. Beautiful ball there. And almost gets it to the 18. And I believe a hand call is called there. A little bit of a wild touch, and the ball just simply grazes his hand, making this the Eagles' possession here. Tied up ball game, and man, what another home match here for the Eagles. Tied up ball game early in the second half. Lund will wind back for another goal kick. Airs it to Marlon Jones. Apologies on the miscues of his name here. But it would be a throw-in for the Eagles. Sanzio tries to get a fancy touch there, but to no avail. Almost a beautiful through ball there, but Clint Peterson with also beautiful moves in the middle. Gets it over to Cole Scott. Actually, Chase Young. Chase Hawkins, I believe, actually. Ball will remain with the Eagles. And for the throw-in, I believe, is Vermont Rhodes. Bakar. Lund keeps the ball on his foot. Peterson with the long ball to Riley Rhodes. He's in great position here. He hits it forward, and it almost looks like he gets trucked by the keeper. Cole Scott tries to get inside here. And Cole Scott with the beautiful goal, with the goalie outside his box, gets another goal. He's in great position here. He hits it forward, and it almost looks like he gets trucked by the keeper. Cole Scott tries to get inside here. And Cole Scott. Goal here for the Eagles.
Great hustle from Riley right there to keep that ball alive. Goalie not really sure how to play it because it's bouncing outside his box. And Cole Scott takes his touch, and I mean, again, quick shots from our freshman here. Not trying to do too much touching, get too much control. Just turns, puts his left foot on it, and gets a goal.
Cole Scott starting in for the injured Ked Augustine gets his first goal in his career. Man, what a way to get your first start here as an Eagle. The Wildcats looking to attack quickly. Franco, beautiful through ball here for the Wildcats. Gets a shot on goal, and I believe that is an offsides call there by the Wildcats. Man, what a ball game. Just call and response goals here, provide here in this game here. Adelum will, I believe he'll prepare for a goal kick here. But coming up a little further than usual. Lund, he chips it. And finds Chase Hawkins. Chase, he wins his matchup here. And the ball will remain with the Wildcats. Eagles up 2-1 here. Let's see if the Wildcats can get an equalizer. Sanzio. Franco. Beautiful ball there, placed there. And Salvador recovers it. Foul will be called here by Barkas. But the foul doesn't seem a bit intentional at all. Torrejon with the free kick here. A goal here will equalize it all. And the Bladham one just gets a hand on that one.
Looks like it also grazed off the top of the crossbar there. Very good attempt from the Wildcats.
Torrejon, in his first ever goal series, gets a hat trick against East Texas Baptist College. Just misses the goal here. Nate Regier comes in for Clint Peterson. Clint Peterson, a guy that you normally don't get subbed out here, but has played a lot and very hard in this matchup here.
Yeah, I've been watching him so far today, and he's been having his hands on his head. Looks like he's maybe getting some cramps or something and needs a little bit of a break. Understandable on such a hot day.
Yeah, and understandable, but the thing about that's great with this substitution is that he can easily come back in since it's the second half of play. Sanzio. Stiefel with the beautiful slide tackle there. And the Eagles will stop play for a player who was earned on the field. Number 13, Gabriel de Lima. The junior standing at 6'2" from Chile. Riley Rhodes helps him up here. But I believe he's going to have to come out the game since they stopped time for, actually, I think he remains in the game. Drop ball there provided for the game. And the Wildcats scare one in. Riley Rhodes with the ball on the top, and he gets past one defender. Defender grabbing his jersey, and Riley Rhodes is struggling to get up there.
Okay, so yellow card there for number 4 now on the Wildcats. So clearly he did not get the yellow card the first time. Some other player got it, because if he did, that would be a second, which would equal a red, and he'd be off.
He'd be out the game.
So
I believe that card was on, actually, I believe it was on number 8, not Franco, but Franco did check into the game. It would be on number 14, Diego Ramirez.
So he got the yellow the first time, and now number 4 for the Wildcats has gotten this yellow card here for just a blatant grabbing Riley's jersey.
Fortunately, Riley did get back up in that situation, and the Wildcats will have a number of substitutions. Number 5, Seth Collins. Number 12, Rodrigo Arce. And number 17, Carlos Juarez.
Ref is also calling for a stoppage of time here. Getting everything situated.
I was about to say Bahalski again, but Riley Rhodes with a difficult time to get up. Luckily, he is okay. Walks off the injury.
Coming in for the Eagles, number 20, Nicholas Garcia.
Nicholas Garcia will check in for David Stiefel.
And again, doing all this with stoppage of time here. So, again, when the clock shows 0 at the end of the game, it will just be the end. But
in the 61st minute of competition here, kicks the ball back to Picard. Regier gets the ball taken from him. No Clint Peterson in the game, playing in the backfield. And the Wildcats are trying to take advantage. Picard gets the interception here. and works the ball upfield. Hawkins, beautiful ball there to Cole Scott, but he falls. But Hawkins recovers it. Nicholas. Garcia in the box. But that will result into a throw-in for the Eagles. Garcia with the throw-in. Gets it inside, and it's headed by a Wildcats defender. Marinkoff throws it in. Garcia crosses it into the box. Could have been another goal opportunity there for Cole Scott. And he megs a player. Gets it inside to the box. Sanzio there. Barkis from deep. And misses wide left. Beautiful attack there by the Eagles, though, to try to get something into the box. Wildcats push the ball forward. Carlos Juarez with the ball on the left side of the field. Going up against the freshman from Kazakhstan, and he wins that challenge. Garcia chests the ball off his chest. Wow, I said that one again, Travis. Got to find another replacement word for chested the ball off his chest. But that will remain the ball with the Wildcats. Number 15, Fernando Vidal with the throw-in. Beautiful pass there by number 19, Shaquem Walters. Not necessarily a bicycle pack, but he hits it. He was standing one direction, kicks it up. It gets the ball beautifully in front of his teammate. Cole Scott wins his battle. Regier with the ball. Not with Regier, but Sanzio. And Garcia tries to split multiple defenders, and a foul will be called. Free kick awarded for the Eagles. Daniel Marinkoff will be taking the free kick. Marinkoff floats it to no Eagles defenders at all. I mean, offenders at all. And the Wildcats are trying to work it upfield here. The Wildcats switch fields. Gets over to number 15, Fernando Vidal. The freshman from Chile. Gets it to Walters. And Garcia coming into the game and gets the steal. Regier needs to clear the ball in this situation, and he does. Marinkoff with the throw-in. Over to Hawkins. Gets double team, and it will remain with the Eagles. Marinkoff with another throw-in opportunity and gets it to Barkis, the freshman from Arizona. Coming into the game for the Wildcats, number 22, Enrique Alcala, and number 23, Dylan Kruder. Actually, my apologies. Dylan Kruder isn't coming to the game. It's actually Jacob Bruce, a player who made an appearance in the first half. Vidal. Kisses to Torrejon. Tries to make a move on Daniel Marinkoff, but to no avail. Marinkoff gets it to Garcia. Barkis, he clears the ball. But the Wildcats still take possession. Haven't seen much of Clint Peterson in this half, Travis.
No, they subbed him out, and maybe he is just struggling with the heat and everything going on today, but normally he's a player you'd like to keep in as much as possible. But I do like giving these guys a different look and seeing what they can do without one of their MVPs back there like Clinton, seeing what they can do on their own.
Wildcats trying to make a push into the box. And Sanzio will get called for the foul.
The Wildcats have done a really good job the last couple minutes as well, keeping the ball up high, keeping the ball with some pressure, and doing a really good job passing. And the Eagles trying to just get out of the area so they can recompose and just reestablish some type of activity in the Wildcats' offensive third.
Beautiful play there for the Wildcats in the box, but the Eagles do clear it. The ball has been on this side of the field for majority of this half. And Adam Munn with another save. I believe that is his 5th save of this game. Hawkins boots it up. A beautiful through ball for Cole Scott. He looks across it to Riley Rhodes. Too strong of a touch there. He still regains it.
Beautiful outburst right there, but yeah, just a little heavy touch from Riley right there, but way to keep it in bounds and a good chance here.
Hawkins, he tries to boot one in, but scales over the crossbar.
Very quick play right there, and now the key is going to be, we're not just focusing on the fact that we didn't quite get the goal, but trying to keep the ball up here now. Keep it up in the Wildcats' third here, and giving the Eagles a chance to recompose and keep the ball at the back of our net.
Both teams will be taking a water break right now as we take a break as well. We'll be back in a bit. Welcome back, Eagle fans from all over, as the water break has concluded and action is right back to where we want it to be. Wildcats with a beautiful through ball there. And Regier unintentionally trips up the Wildcats attacker. And Regier will get called for a yellow card there. Travis, you think that yellow card was appropriate?
Oh, absolutely. That was a great scoring opportunity for the Wildcats. Honestly, a really smart play right there. 2 foul, rather take a yellow card than giving up a goal. And lucky that his other teammates were getting back, because if it was a one-on-one, that would have probably been a red card.
Yeah, interesting to see that yellow card. Of course, it does disrupt the goal opportunity, but it seems slightly unintentional.
Oh, no, that was 100% intentional. Of course he's going for the ball, but, I mean, you don't care about fouling the man right there at all. You're taught almost in those situations to take whatever you get, the ball, the player. Just don't give up a goal. And he did a really great job right there of stopping that play and giving the Eagles a chance to recover.
Torrejon will set up for the free kick.
We've already seen him take some from this position, so I'm assuming we'll see another shot.
Torrejon scales it in there, and it's right over the crossbar.
Not the best attempt we've seen from him today. He's put a couple closer, but not scared to take those, and I'm sure if they get other opportunities, they'll still be trying to put them in the back of the net.
coming into the game is our All-American Clint Peterson. He comes in for Salvador Picar, as well as Angel Acosta for Rafael Senzio. Clint Peterson, almost like an insurance policy back there in the backfield for the Pensacola Christian College Eagles. We just know he's going to make the right play at the right time every single time. Barkas. He wins his battle, but number 15 for the Wildcats, Fernando Vidal, gets called for a foul. Very strong backfield for the Eagles. We have Regier and as well as Peterson in the middle with Marinkov and Rhodes on the left. Rhodes tries to get one in there but misses his touch. Rhodes with many scoring opportunities in this game today, but just couldn't get anything in the back of the net. Entering the 70th minute in this competition. Eagles still up 2-1. Danny Vidal playing on that left as the right wing as well. Vermont Rhodes. The Wildcats in the box. And it's not Clint Peterson, but Adam Lund with another save. And that was a close one. We've seen a lot of close ones of him today, but he's came through and saved a lot of them.
Yeah, that defense probably could use a little bit more communication as well. That was a pretty easy through ball leading into a really, really open, good opportunity for them to score at top of the 18. So maybe a little more communication or things from the Eagles defense would be good. Short corner here from the Wildcats.
Torrejon into the box. And another beautiful save there by Adam Lund. Sets up another corner kick.
He's keeping those angles locked down. Adam's been really solid today, making really good decisions. Like to see what he's done. Hopefully he can keep it up for another 20.
Adam Lund with about, I believe, 7 saves in his game, only allowing 1 goal to go into the box. Torrejon. He shoots one, and he scores! Torrejon! Beautiful shot by him. And he gets the equalizer, making the score now 2-2.
Like we said earlier, he's not scared to shoot. He's just kept shooting, probably taking almost 10 shots so far this game. And right there, got one with a little bit of interference from Adam, couldn't quite see. And then his also with a knuckleball. I feel like we've seen tons of knuckleballs today, which are not easy to do. And goes right by Adam's hands on a little knuckle action and equalizes the game right there.
2-2 matchup in the 70th minute of this game.
Eagles, number 10, Samuel Berrigan. Number 13, Robert Gallagher.
Robert Gallagher comes in for Riley Rhodes. Stephen Loveland comes in for Cole Scott.
And with it coming down here to 20 minutes left in the game, something to remember, I do believe that with this being a regular season game, if it ends in a tie, there is no overtime.
Yeah, that's something they do have. Actually, I believe there is overtime, but there's no penalties,
There's no penalties afterwards. Yeah,
yes.
If it goes through both overtimes and it's still tied, I think the game does just end in a tie in the regular season.
One of Coach Lewass's goals for the year is actually to go over 500 against all NAIA opponents, having 10 teams to play against in the NAIA division. And Louisiana College being one of those teams, and the Eagles remaining very competitive. Beautiful touch pass by Rob Gallagher, and the Eagles are having this attack here.
Yeah, the NAIA is a very good conference, and then in our area here in Western Florida, they're very good in this area. And so that having a high goal for sure, and you'd love to see them be able to pull that off.
Loveland with the beautiful cross, but Rob Gallagher couldn't get a hand on it. Or in this scenario, a head on it. Clint Peterson with the recovery. Marinkov tries to clear it, and he does. Gets it to Dakota. Regier. Boots the ball far and makes a throwing opportunity here for the Wildcats.
Yeah, Regier's decisions have seemed to be a little bit slow with the ball coming to his feet, needing to know where to go, especially with the Wildcats picking up pace like they've been doing. So just a little bit more quickness and urgency in that back line would probably be a good thing to finish out this game.
Vidal guarded by Rob Gallagher. And the Wildcats send the ball out of bounds, making this now the Eagles' possessions.
Yeah, seeing a couple missed touches. I think that might be some heavy legs and some fatigue coming in as well with the heat and coming into the last 15 minutes of this game.
Beautiful footwork there by Clint Peterson as he switches the fields. Rhodes gets it to Acosta. Acosta. Gallagher planning to receive the ball, but it gets intercepted. Now on the foot of number 23, Dylan Kruder. Acosta gets it to Gallagher, but a little bit too strong of a touch. Now coming back into the game is Taylor Walker. Taylor receiving a yellow card earlier in the second half. He's going to check back in the game, but he has to play a little bit, not necessarily more passive, but definitely on a tightrope here, trying not to get another card here.
You have to be careful. I mean, getting that red card means he gets pulled out of this game without a sub, so they play a man down, and then he's also not allowed to play next game.
Yeah, and I don't know what the NAIA rules are about red cards, but the ejection can possibly even be longer than more than one game.
Yeah, it can extend into the next one possibly.
Vidal gets it to Barkas. Barkas, he lands on his bottom there, and the Wildcats recover. Berrigan. Acosta in the middle. Beautiful through ball there for Loveland. Let's see if we can make something happen here. Loveland gets by his defender. Shot at the box here. Looks like a goal, but hits it wide right.
That was a great play right there from freshman to freshman. Love to see that right there, and then just keeping it wide. The goalie did a good job, but great play. Way to keep it up high and give us another scoring opportunity.
Stephen Loveland, actually a sophomore out of North Carolina, coming into the game and already trying to get a strike into the box. Vidal, one-touch pass to Rob. Rob a little bit too strong on his receiving touch. And the Wildcats will take over. Beautiful through ball there for the Wildcats, and Clint Peterson recovers it. Peterson to Vidal. Barkas. He lost one all the way to Loveland. Walker advances the ball to Torrejon. Torrejon scoring the second point, the equalizer here for the Wildcats, making this now a tied-up ball game. Lund, he recovers it. 14 minutes left in this half. If this game remains knotted up, we will go into overtime. Loveland with the ball on the left side, gets it inside to Gallagher. Gallagher to Acosta. He gets with the ball on his foot. Too strong of a touch, and it's in the hands of the keeper.
Too many defenders, too many moves to make, but made a great opportunity there and kept the ball going forward.
Marinkoff. He pushes the ball to the middle. Acosta gets it to Loveland. Loveland tries to get it to Gallagher, but sends it over to the Wildcats instead. The Wildcats try to get a beautiful through ball there, but nothing but open grass in front of them.
Yeah, I think we might be seeing a little bit of fatigue setting into some players, a little bit of heavy legs, and just seeing opportunities like that, through balls to open grass and different things where you might not have seen that throughout the rest of the game. But coming down to the end, it's going to be whoever can be mentally tougher and stronger, and we see if anyone can put a third goal in the back of the net.
Coming into the game for Shaquem Walker is I believe number 15 for Fernando Vidal. The Wildcats win that header and also maintain the possession. Regier, close to a handball there, but ref allows the time to continue to play on. Wildcats trying to attack here, but Marinkoff stops it. Wildcats somehow keep the ball in bounds here, and Acosta has the ball on his foot. Stiefel to Vidal. Vidal to Berrigan. Beautiful ball played there by the Wildcats, but Marinkoff with the recovery.
He's done well all game with those. Marinkoff has made sure that no ball is really coming down his side or getting over his head. Really good job staying in front of his man and keeping the ball from getting crossed in.
Coming into the 78th minute of this contest, and the wind is picking up, but I believe that this is the testament of what team is going to stay the strongest and going to stay the most conditioned through this contest. Vermont Rhodes gives a beautiful ball up for Loveland, but that goes out of bounds, interrupted by the Wildcats defender.
There we go. I like us taking our time right here, taking a second. Some subs coming in as well, but giving us a chance to push up the field and hopefully get some possession up here with a chance to score.
Danny Vidal and Sam Barrington check out the game here. Chase Hawkins and Riley Rhodes will come in. Riley Rhodes with a lot of good scoring opportunities, but can't get anything into the back of the box, Travis.
Yeah, he's just not had that last touch so far, that golden touch to just put it in the back of the net, but he's in the right place, and hopefully he'll maybe get one before this game's done.
Barkus lofts it to Stiefel. Stiefel to Daniel Marinkoff. Inside to Acosta. Acosta with many room. Could get a shot off here, but it gets intercepted by the Wildcats. The Wildcats get a through ball into Torrejon. Try to work it inside the box here. And to no avail. This will create another goal kick opportunity here for the Eagles.
Clint with a great job right there, staying in front of the man right there and just making it awkward. And they don't have any numbers up. There was just a quick push and no one really to pass to. So took his shot and it just didn't work out for him.
10 minutes in this half. Who will go home victorious? Stiefel splits through two defenders and gets the ball to Acosta. Hawkins with the ball on his right foot. And the ball will actually not remain with the Eagles, but will turn over to the Wildcats. 10 minutes left in this contest. Peterson with the ball on his head. Him and Torrejon. Gets the ball to the keeper. And ball almost intercepted by the Wildcats. Dangerous pass there by Lund.
Very dangerous play. Worked out well, but something that in the last 10 minutes could be devastating.
Rhodes with a bit of too strong of a first touch. Hawkins capitalizes on the Wildcats' mistake. Stiefel tries to get into the box here. And the ball will remain with the Eagles. Deflected off the Wildcats defender.
Big mistake from the Wildcats right there. A little pass that was just missed, but very dangerous location, and we'll see if the Eagles can make anything of it.
Stiefel with the throw-in. Stiefel tries to go between two defenders and gets the ball taken from him. Regier chests the ball and gets it over to Vermont.
Very good quick play from him right there.
Chase Hawkins tries to stay up here, and I believe that's going to be a foul call by the Wildcats.
This will be very interesting distance here. It's pretty far out, probably looks like maybe even 25, 30 yards out, and be very difficult to put a shot on that could get past the keeper here. So we might see a nice little lob pass, but we'll see what the Eagles come up with.
Clock still continues to going here, entering into the 82nd minute of this contest. Chase Hawkins and as well as Clint Peterson lined up in the back for the kick. Might see some misdirection like we've seen in the last kick. Chase Hawkins sends it in directly.
Puts it on frame. No real chance to go in there, right at the keeper. But good chance from that distance.
Daniel Marinkoff with the beautiful save to stop time, but will remain with the Wildcats.
Coming in for the Eagles, number 21, Grant Baker.
Grant Baker checks into the game for David Stiefel. And it seems as the Eagles are going with more of a defensive setup and approach. Also coming into the game is number 7, Jason Rodriguez. Beautiful one touch, but Clint Peter recovers it. And he clears it beautifully.
Good chance here for the Eagles to push up and get the ball out of their half. Wildcats do a good job there, though, of getting it back through.
Barkus with the beautiful save. Threw ball to Cole, but no one dared to receive it.
So far all game, we've seen great patience and possession from the Eagles working it up the field, but coming into the last couple of minutes, we've seen just a lot of speed, trying to get the ball the field quickly, and it's not really working out as well.
7 minutes into the half. If we can't decide a winner here, we will go into overtime. The last overtime the Eagles have been in is actually either the championship game against Randall or even the last home game was the Trinity Baptist game, which went into penalties. Chase inside. And that will result into another corner kick. Needed a little bit more power behind that one.
Yeah, just off frame as well. I mean, doesn't have a chance to go in if it's not on frame, but I like him taking that shot, having the confidence to take a shot so late in the game.
Gets the ball towards the middle to number 7, Jason Rodriguez, and lofts it over to the box. Adam Lum coming out of his box to receive the ball that headed out of bounds, also with 6 minutes left in this contest. Wind speeds are starting to pick up from, I believe, the west. And Clint Peterson is back there with Adam Lund. Peterson, he lofts the big one, but is recovered by the Wildcats. Ball to number 25, Spencer Frame. Frame, he continues to have it. Frame looking for Torrejon, battling with Daniel Marinkoff. Marinkoff does win that battle and gets over to Baker. Marinkoff doing a great job at that right back position. And going into the season, we didn't know who possibly could play that because Cole Williams from last year did a great job at it, didn't return for the team. But Marinkoff doing a great job at filling in that form. Number 25, Spencer Frame. He's limping up on the left side of the field. Into the 85th minute of this contest. And Clint Peterson scales the ball high. The Wildcats looking to attack. Tries to get a through ball in, but that's stopped by the wall of defense provided by the Eagles. Acosta.
Eagles have struggled to find feet forward. All these balls by Clint not quite finding feet. Eagles could use some more possession, just working their way up the field instead of trying to boom ball it down.
Loveland. Chase Hawkins. He lofts one inside for Baker. Acosta loses the ball there. Daniel Marinkoff comes up to try to save it, and the Wildcats are trying to make a move on it. Reguera with a beautiful save. Hawkins gets it over to Loveland.
Here we go. I like a little possession from the Eagles right here. They're just taking a moment, keeping the ball with them, so the other team is just having to move without the ball. It's exhausting.
Gets it inside to the box, and it's recovered by the Wildcats. Barkus, he comes up high. Peterson, he recovers it. Back to Loveland in the left side of the field. And I believe that is the offside is called.
I like a little possession there from the Eagles, keeping it so the Wildcats are forced to run without the ball, hopefully wear them out, but just didn't keep it very long. I would have liked to see them a little bit more with 5 minutes still left, so just coming down to some strategy here at the end of the game with a little bit tired legs and everyone just kind of running on their last little bit here.
Taylor Walker with the kick. Acosta recovers it and gets it to the middle. Eagles with numbers here. Gets it over to Riley Rhodes. Smart decision by the Wildcats to boot that ball out, but that's going to remain with the Eagles. Marinkoff with the throw-in.
Coming in for the Eagles, number 15, Cole Scott.
Cole Scott comes in for Stephen Loveland. Cole Scott scoring the second goal here for the Eagles. Hopefully he can try to get the third. Daniel scales it inside, and the keeper controls it easily.
I like that play, though. It's a good look. getting someone coming in from the back post, especially so late in the game with opportunities being limited. I really like that attempt from the Eagles there.
The Wildcats are trying to make a late push here with 2 minutes left in the contest. Touchy play, but no call by the referee. Cole Scott. Rhodes. He's getting held. And the referee does call it.
Easy decision there. I don't know what he was thinking there for that call. I mean, just holding on to his shoulder, very obvious. This will be probably the best opportunity that we see this late in the game here for either team. This might be the last opportunity of regular time. We'll see what we make of it. I hope to see a shot on frame, but
2 minutes even left in this contest. Dakota Barkus for the direct free kick.
I think this is his first attempt at a free kick today.
Barkus scales one in, and Hernandez recovers it.
Great hands right there. Way to hold on to it. Barkus did a really good job of putting it away from the keeper and giving him a chance to deflect it back in, and just didn't do it, and he held on to it, which is great.
Torrejon trying to get a home run play there, but Adam Love does recover it. 1:30 even left in this matchup of regular time. And Adam Lund boots it forward. Wildcats trying to work it inside, but Marinkoff recovers it.
Easy repossession for him right there. With 1 minute left, we'll see if anything happens, but it looks like we might need a little bit more.
Baker, Eagles trying to make one last push here. Riley Rhodes here with an attack. 50 seconds left. Shot into the box. Cole, a little bit too strong here. About 45 seconds left in regulation. Travis, it seems like we might need overtime to determine the winner of this matchup.
Maybe. That last chance right there from Cole might be the last little bit we see, but great opportunity for him. Just really hard because he didn't have time to possess it with defenders coming, but also really hard to make a volley like that on frame with some power.
25 seconds left in this matchup. Hernandez back for the kick. The kick is short. The Wildcats are playing with it in the back of the field. And it seems that we are going to need extra time in order to determine the winner of this matchup.
9, 8, 7, 6,
Torrejon
5, 4,
with time.
3,
He shoots it.
2, 1.
A lot of power there, but couldn't get it to go.
Kept it wide. Adam had all the angles locked down, which was good. And end of regulation, tied 2-2.
End of regulation, tied 2-2. And Travis, what a matchup that we are seeing this afternoon.
Yeah, everyone's got some tired legs. I do believe that the game is over. I don't think there is overtime in the regular season.
We will see, depending on. Okay, yes, I believe the game is over,
I remember
which will
that.
mean
There's no overtime in the regular season, and I mean it just is what it is. No one likes a tie, but no one can find that third goal.
Wow, what a game for the second home season, and also the way for the for the Wildcats to start off their season with the tie as well. Really competitive game. What did you see so far in this game that can also give hope for the Eagles in their upcoming future?
I mean, everyone should have seen it that watched the game. Great improvement from the first game. 2 good NAIA opponents back to back, and we just saw what the first team did and just the dumb mistakes that were made to lead to goals, and not as many mistakes this game made, and just really good improvement from the first game, something you hope to see throughout the whole season.
Yes, really impressive, very impressive play by the 2 freshmen that nodded in goals, one by Cole and also by Gallagher. Man, just beautiful shots by them, just in the hole.
Both of those shots were amazing. I mean, the one we saw on the first half, just amazing touch and great shot, and the second one you saw a great hustle play from Riley to lead to that opportunity with a left-footed shot that found the top corner as well. Great things you'd like to see from your freshmen, as well as finally breaking that ice and hopefully seeing more goals throughout the season.
Yes, the Eagles having promising freshmen as well as promising future for the rest of the season. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for joining this matchup here today. Ladies and gentlemen, the Eagles will be taking on Point University in the future, as long as LaRange College. Point University will be here actually on September the 2nd, and at LaRange College in Georgia on the 4th. I'm Alvin Chapman alongside with Travis Rhodes, and we will see you later. Ladies and gentlemen, my apologies for me and Travis, because Travis said that he knows that normally there's no overtime during the regular season, but Travis, it seems that we are going to get some extra minutes, 10 minutes actually, of more regulation.
It looks like we're going on. I mean, people were high-fiving each other. People in the stands are leaving like crazy.
Yeah.
And I mean, the players were high-fiving each other after those 90 minutes. People were thanking the refs for reffing the game after those 90 minutes. I mean, refs went to their cars. I feel like we weren't the only ones that were confused. But
yeah. Kind of interesting here, but what do you think the Eagles are going to need to do in order for them to remain competitive and possibly even take the win here at home in this overtime matchup?
It's going to be a tough overtime just because of the way of the game. It was high pace and high energy and very hot today. And I mean, just trying to stay composed with how tired they're going to be, keeping mentally and physically strong, and just being able to stand strong and hopefully get that last golden goal.
Yeah, and it's super easy for us to get confused about whether there was an overtime period that was available or not, because the postseason and the regular season, they're just so different involving the rules to what happens if a game does end in a tie. But, man, what a competition, the fact that we get to see this game not only to continue but extend into extra times, surpassing regulations, Travis.
Yeah, the NCCAA does stuff very weird and very different, even with the way their tournaments run and different things. So, I mean, just some confusion from everybody, I think. But we're going into overtime here, and, I mean, I would like to say I'm pretty sure that it's golden goal, but
who knows?
I don't know.
Yeah, who knows even after this overtime period if we're even going to get any more time, if it still ends in a tie.
I'm pretty sure that it's whoever scores first wins. It's over right then. But it might be 2 10-minute overtime halves that I don't know. I thought I had it down.
And speaking of scoring for the Eagles, I mean, it's kind of obvious for the Wildcats that their main scorer is Torrejon, the sophomore, and he had a beautiful goal to actually equalize this game up. But for the Eagles, we actually had a lot of different people who are scoring in this game. Who do you think the Eagles are going to have to rely on in order for us to be victorious here in this matchup?
I think we don't know. We've seen 2 freshmen with great goals today, and then Riley Rhodes not able to put some of his just one-touch opportunities in, just not getting the exact touch he needs. So we might see one from Riley. But we could see one from anybody that we've learned that so far this game.
Honestly, and man, just what a contest, this period. Rob Gallagher also getting the start here, to the guy who scored the first goal in this game. He's getting the start in this overtime period, as well as Angel Acosta, Rafael Senzio sitting out as well. Man, this is very interesting. It's almost kind of humorous, the simple fact that, man, we thought this game was over. We were about to see for them to take us off this booth, get you some dinner, get you some lunch or something. But as this game will continue, ladies and gentlemen, Alvin Chapman and Travis Rhodes will continue to be here as well to broadcast the rest of this overtime period for you guys.
Seeing some of the stats from that second half, I mean, we had 24 shots total in that second half, 12 from each team. And so, I mean, it's just been a very offensive, very aggressive game so far, with both defenses just trying to stand strong. So this overtime will probably be very, very much so the same, quick, a lot of shots and speed. And, again, I think it's whoever scores first. The game is over right then and they win, but I mean, we've been wrong about bigger things before.
Yeah, it is kind of embarrassing, but honestly a situation that we could easily laugh off and talk about as this future goes on later with the soccer season, Travis. Walker gets the ball up to the middle. Wildcats try to get a home run opportunity here. And the ball will remain with the Wildcats.
Right back at what they've been doing all game. They seem to find a lot of corner kick opportunities. They've had 9 so far this game as compared to the Eagles' 1 corner kick so far this game. So this should be their 10th corner kick. And those are just all great scoring opportunities.
Torrejon coming with the corner kick, first corner kick of the overtime matchup. Tries to get it inside here. The Wildcats miss it, though. That play will result for a goal kick for the Eagles. And how do you expect the Eagles to fight back in this situation here, Travis?
Hopefully we see some possession up the field and then some good chances up in their attacking third. But we'll see how they come out here and perform. Coach might have switched up strategies here and had some different ideas for how to come into this overtime. So I'm excited to see what they do.
Cole Scott, he heads it forward. Controlled, though, by the Wildcats.
Eagles struggling to find possession and feet on passes later on as the game is gone. So hopefully in this overtime they can put something together and find some good opportunities.
Franco, he advances the ball, guarded by Acosta. Tries to sneak one in between the defense, but it's recovered.
Dangerous turnover there. See if the Wildcats do anything with it.
Wildcats try to get a shot on goal here, but to no avail. Travis, scary situation as we almost lost our 10 up here.
Yeah, the wind is coming in hard. The storm definitely is coming if this wind is any indication. So overtime was probably not something they were looking forward to. Trying to get this game over before the storm comes in.
Luckily, we actually rescheduled this game instead of postponing it to a later date because, man, what a contest that we're able to see here.
Yeah, with the game not scheduled to even start for another hour, finishing that game with the storm coming might not have been likely.
Rafael Sanzio checks in the game for Angelo Acosta. Rafael Sanzio with probably one of the strongest legs and probably one of the best foots on this Eagles basketball soccer team. Chase Hawkins with the ball in front of him and a beautiful slide tackle done by Walker. Ball will remain with the Eagles.
With the ball so deep here, I'd like to see them make a good attempt here, maybe a cross or something off this throw, and just give the forwards a chance to do something, put the ball in the back of the net.
3 minutes into this contest already. And the Wildcats recover.
Ooh, costly mistake right there. Giving the ball right back with that breakout opportunity.
And not just giving the ball right back, but getting the ball right back with the Eagles still on this other half of the field. Vermont Rhodes, a lot of room. Should have gave it up a little earlier.
Passes that we've seen the Eagles make that pass all game and been successful so far. And just you can tell the later on as the game goes, it's just harder and harder to stay focused and make those passes.
Peterson scales it inside to Scott here, but to no avail. Hernandez will prepare for the corner kick.
And everything you can tell with Clint was making those passes, landing them on a dime earlier when the game was started with fresh legs and ready to go. And later on, it just gets difficult and tired and hard to really gauge that distance.
Man, Travis, I'm just honestly surprised the fact that we really just missed the fact that there was an overtime available to be played.
Yeah, the rules are changing. They're different. Something that we should know, but.
Vidal gets it over to Franco. Franco, he'll try for a shot here. And it's good! Franco, he scales one in from beyond the 18, and he'll get Louisiana College's first win as an NAIA program.
That was a very good shot. Turned on his left foot around the defender there. No one really made a mistake, and then I think we can almost attribute some of it to the sun there, Adam looking directly at it, and that's not something he would normally miss, but just seemed to make a misstep there, and it went over and curved down into the goal.
Beautiful shot there, and Travis, you were right. This was a golden goal opportunity. Whoever was going to knot it in first was going to win, but Franco with his second goal in this contest, and he practically puts this team on his back, coming off the bench and winning the game here for the Eagles.
So at least we got something right. It was a golden goal opportunity.
Yeah.
we know something about this sport.
Travis, we've been wrong practically all game.
But right there, just something you hate to see. Very, very hard way to lose that game. Something that we'd like to win here to try to get that 500% with NAIA schools. But Adam clearly just very frustrated about that opportunity, something he could have saved. He's made tougher saves throughout this game, so can't really fault him for it. But just a really great shot, and congratulations to the Wildcats for a game well played.
Man, this game ends with 5 minutes and 45 seconds left to go in overtime. Beautiful shot by Joao Franco. Very difficult name, but brother, he played an awesome game here today to get Louisiana College's first game of the entire year.
Made the most of his time and helped his team to a victory.
But Travis, quick question here. Although Louisiana College, we're super excited for the fact that they got their first win of the season. That also means this is the Eagles' second loss of the season and also the second at home. What do you think the Eagles are going to have to do in order for them to try to come back and retaliate as they have Point, another really tough NAIA school, next on the schedule?
First thing is to keep their heads high. They played really well today. Eagles came out and made, you can tell, great improvements just from the first game to the second game. So keep your heads high first off, but then second off, come out here and you got to stay focused, ready for the next game. Point is going to be a tough team to play against. They're traditionally a very strong team. And so just prepare as hard as you can, get ready for the next game, keep your heads high, and just make sure to apply everything that you're learning.
Very tough and competitive battle here today, and a really tough and competitive battle for the rest of the games in the future. Great game played by both teams, but hi, I'm Alvin Chapman, alongside with two-time national champion Travis Rhodes, and thank you so much for being a part of this broadcast. We will see you at the next game.